Hello, it's Being Watched, the Person of Interest weekly recap show. Season 1, Episode 5, Judgment. Our number this time is Samuel Gates, a judge who has the saddest backstory.
Elizabeth Gates was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor last April. By November, she was gone.
So the son is all he has left.
He seems like a real upfront guy from the top because he's played by Gale from Breaking Bad, who I remember being just the nicest meth cooker in the world. Shame what happened to him. Shame what happened to everybody, really. Don't get into the meth business. They check to see who might have a grudge against Judge Gates, and the answer is a lot of people. He is a harsh, fair judge, so he gets a fair amount of death threats. So John's just going to stalk him for a while, see if any people seem to be following him around, and this guy has a gun! Hang on, wait, it's a cell phone again. This keeps happening to him. But his interest is piqued when the man throws the cell phone away and he quickly puts the pieces together that the judge's son is also Samuel Gates.
I think we've been following the wrong Sam Gates.
And goes rushing to try to stop the kidnapping in progress. He's close, but too late. They get away and John feels bad about it, blaming himself for not moving fast enough, even though Harold is quick to point out that, actually, the person we need to be worried about is still the judge, Samuel Gates, because we got his social security number, not just his name, so it wouldn't have made any sense to pay attention to the child. And we get it, man. We understand. John was just quipping. He's always reading stuff into what people ask him. Check out this interaction from early on, where Harold and John meet in a restaurant.
What's good here?
That won't work, Mr. Reeves.
Uh-oh.
Your interrogation technique.
What's good here? It's an innocent question.
No question is ever innocent from you. You're trying to determine whether I come here often. Armed with that knowledge, you'll try.
Such a peculiar, paranoid little man. What's he reading there? It Can't Happen Here by Sinclair Lewis? Oh, the anti-authoritarian dystopian novel about the populist candidate getting control of America and people who warned about it? In 2011, you say? Cool. Cool. So we have a kidnapping, and John is there to help, basically volunteering services on handling the situation, walking Mr. Gates through this, and keeping him calm. Letting him know that John's professional, he's going to figure out who the kidnappers are and stop them, get his kid back. It's weird how this man with very poor social skills, abrasive, insincere, always speaking a threatening whisper, keeps getting into a position where he needs to comfort and persuade people, be the guiding voice in a crisis. I don't think he does a bad job. He's very direct and he knows what he's doing. He's just not my go-to. Doesn't seem very reassuring. He visits the nanny's house and finds out what happened to her. She died from a bullet. He dials 911 and bounces, make someone else take care of this after he removes the ballistic evidence, making finding her killer harder. Then he tracks down the man with the burner phone from before and pushes his ass down the stairs. He recognizes the tattoo from his work. It's an Eastern European gang who is bad news, SP9.
SP9.
They're like MS-13, even works with them.
Last year, you laundered at least $400 million to clients, including MS-13, the Sinaloa cartel, and the government of North Korea.
But they're all white and it's different letters and numbers. At the police station, Fusco and Carter are getting to know each other, by which I mean Fusco starts going through shit on her desk and she notices immediately, so great first impression, Fusco. He's always leaving the room a lot to take phone calls, taking his time at the coffee stand, having weird facing forward conversations with men behind him in line, so that John can pull a Batman on Fusco and just be a real dick.
Since when are you on board? You're still a missing kid. Hey, whatever else I've done, I'm still a cop. You need some help, you let me know. You understand?
But Fusco soon proves himself useful as John and Fusco share intel, which is very helpful to the murder case of the nanny, which Carter is called in on because of a guy in a suit sighting.
White male, 6'2", Grand Temples, nice suit. Super said he saw him leaving at the time of the 911.
You get audio on the call?
What audio? Nobody said boo. Well, Emmy said she was dead 2 hours before.
And she notices that John made the 911 call. The kidnappers get around to giving their demands, which are pretty simple. Judge Gates just needs to acquit a lady, Angela Markham, who did a hit and run. That's all. Then they will return the child. Seems like a pretty weird ask. So Finch immediately starts following her around to figure out the connection and discovers she works in the money laundering unit at the bank and is working with SP9 by just shutting off the computer that tracks money laundering for 3 minutes a week so the gang can do all the money laundering they want without getting caught. If only she hadn't gotten drunk and sideswiped a guy, thus necessitating SP9 to kidnap a judge's son to get rid of the charge. It turns out being a very bad idea, as they are systematically dismantled by Reese and Finch. For one, Reese keeps kidnapping their members and putting them in his trunk, just being a real dick to them, throwing burgers on their chests, dumping water on them, pitting them against each other to learn where their boss is. John stumbles across one of their lairs with piles of money laying around and he just takes it. Meanwhile, Finch has broken into a bank so he could drain the bank accounts of all their holdings and leave evidence of this with the city lawyer. So I guess SP9 is done, at least in New York, but they still have a kidnapped child, they haven't been able to find him yet, and Judge Gates can't stall any longer. The jury has already decided on the case, she is not guilty. Angela Markham walks free and Judge Gates gets the call to pick up his son, which the boys believe will be a death sentence, so it's time to do things the hard way. Reese grabs Angela and heads to the exchange point to stop them from killing the Gateses, and informs them the show's over, shooting them all in the leg and tying them up to be picked up and processed by Carter and Fusco. He really makes this look easy sometimes. Judge Gates and his son are safe, and the elder Sam is very thankful, telling Reese that while he appreciates everything he's done for him, he also knows how many crimes John has done and won't be able to help him. John's actually feeling pretty good about the whole thing, reporting back to Finch at the restaurant from earlier and thanking him for giving him a job.
Thank you.
I beg your pardon?
For giving me a job.
Try the Eggs Benedict, Mr. Reese. I've had them many times.
Cute ending. Love to see Finch loosen up a bit. Apparently, he's an Eggs Benedict guy. Next episode, John gets a job as a chauffeur for a professional fixer, a really cool lady, and they have to team up against an evil pharmaceutical company. This lady kicks ass. See you then. You are being watched.
You are being watched.